with a Miami Dolphin, Miami Dolphin, Miami Dolphin.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
45-yard line.
Here's Allen. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? As everyone else preparing their stuff, you go to them early often.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flushed out right. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Rolling to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, and to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 21. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Buffalo defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Steps away to his left. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
In motion, Hill. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Tua sets up to pass it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
In motion, Hill. Back to the ground, Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
21G, 21G.
Tua going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
All right, come on.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run on first down with Wright. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
But let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Here's Tua. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
44, ready.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Ready. Ready, G, wait there.
Tua going to give this to Wright. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, Martin, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
4 yards. And the Bills first down.
To throw, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup to 25.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Throwing now is Allen. And will be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins. With a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, get us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had it quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Allen going to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Allen to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Well, just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he's across midfield to the 48.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fighting his way through contact. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 3. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
From the gun, it's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Second down and 4. To the air, Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Allen to throw once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Allen. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. Well, he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 27 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Give up the middle to right. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a quarterback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Tua. That's caught by Pitts. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This Buffalo crowd letting him have it. 3rd down now. Throwing Tua. And he is caught. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Tua rolling to his left. Oh, no, lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And Franklin, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the other, you had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brings up 2nd down.
Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Loose inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24.
They made that way too easy for them. No one was supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's Allen. A 1st down carry for Davis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down at the 23-yard line.
To throw is Allen. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And just shutting him off there. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Tua to throw. Connecting with Hill. And he'll have a quick 1st down on a nice hook up there as he'll get out of bounds to stop the clock as well. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I'm I can bet you either pink or brown.
Here's first down.
Ready. Hey, hey.
Tua. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel